Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Ravi Thapa Programming. So in this session I'm going to discuss about the Java array, why we need array. We already have the other variables. For example, we have the variable like int, the data type like the int, right? We have string and various other primitive data types we already have. Why we need array? The problem with the all these primitive data variables, they could hold only one value at a time. But what if you need more values at the same time in the variable, right? For example, if how you are you going to store any value between 0 to 100 or maybe 0 to 1000, right? For that you need a collection, some kind of collection or a variable with multiple, which could contain the multiple values. So the array is something which could hold multiple values. It is not dynamic in nature. Whatever the size you define, it will be fixed, but at least it could store multiple values at the same time. So there are two ways of declaration. One is like the any type, and you could declare the variable name, array variable name, and you could use the bracket to denote it. Another is like you could directly with the data type you could attach this square bracket and the variable name. And for example, in this case you could define integer array variable, and you could also assign the values at the same time because it is integer, so you could directly assign it like this, right? So it will contain 1 2 4. And if it is like string, you could define something like this: string ar. So because it is string, I will say like Ravi, Rajesh, Pankaj, something like this, right? The another concept is like each array actually contains the value in the form of index. So for example, like I could keep the value in this index form, right? Something like this. If it is n number, then these values will be like 0 1 2 3, right? So values, the index always start from the 0 up to the n number. You could make the fixed number of values as well, but this is how it start, right? So for example, in this case I'm saying 1 2 4, so it will assign the value something like this. For 0 there is 1, for 1 there is 2, for 2 it is 4, 1 2 4, right? Let me see again, 1 2 4, yeah. So this is how you define, and this how it looks. So whenever you iterate, because this is a array, it contains multiple values, you have to iterate, you have to use the loop to get through all the index values. So to iterate we will use the loop. So let me give you some example. So public class array example, public static void main, so I am saying int arr equal to semicolon 1 2 5 7, something like this, and we could iterate it. For example, if I'm using, let me use the while, right? Int count equal to 0, because we will start with the index 0. Count is less than, it has the value 4, so it will go till 4, sorry, 4 semicolon, let me print the value, system dot out dot println. I will say ARR, I will pass count as a number here. I'm saving it. Class name array example array dot java, saving it at java examples. Drives cmd c drive okay, so I have to do count plus plus 1257, right? So this is what it is printing. So like this I could define a string variable as well as an array, and I could print the same already defined. So I could say that instead of string str arr, but now we have only 3 values, so 2 values, sorry, 0 2. So let me print it. So what it is expecting, I think I have to take double quote, it is not taking. Okay, count I have to reinitialize it because it is already exhausted the the maximum size and it is already till 2, so let me do it Ravi and the knuckle. So right, and I could assign the value to it, arr 0 equal to 1 or 6 semicolon, arr, let me fix the size is 4, 0 1 2 5, arr 2 8, arr 3 equal to 10 semicolon. So if I will try to print, see, it is printing the same thing. So either you could initialize earlier, or you could assign the value later on. That both are allowed. So this is how you could define the array. These are the simple arrays, by the way. So another way of doing the array is like we could define the multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional. Right, so how am I going to do that? I think it's for you. So if you want, you could do something like this, right? Multi-dimensional, that means we are going to have multiple values. So 1 2 comma, right, 2 3 comma in between. So in this way we have to change the loop. So loop will be like integer outer count equal to 0 semicolon int inner count 0 while outer count is less than, what is the size, that is 2, right, and semicolon, that means increment the outer count plus plus. Now I will define the inner count inner loop within outer loop. So this will be the scope. The inner count is less than 2 because it is a 2 by 2 array. Inner count plus plus, right? So and now I'm going to print the values. So system dot out dot print. So I'm doing this at inner loop. So what I'm doing is I'm printing the outer count, outer count plus, in some space, plus inner count, right, and values plus err outer count inner count. The value is initialized, this is assigned, condition is there, yeah, all these. Java C array multi-dimensional count, okay, semicolon is missing. Something else is missing, initializer for the int, illegal initializer for the int. Okay, sorry, it is multi-dimensional, right? So I have to add 2 bracket here. So yeah, it is correct now. Java array multi-dimensional. If you see, this is a matrix of 0, that means this one, then 0, because outer will run, and once then inner will, because it will go inside the inner, then it will print. So it is printing 1 2 1 2. Something is missing. Okay, so it just printed the outer one with only one count. Then what I need to do is, once it will come out of it, I have to initialize this inner count again. Inner count equal to 0. Then it will actually, in the second time when it will go down, it will print the second row. See, 1 2 2 3. Yes. So what happens is, like, I will explain you in a better way. Let me expand it. So this is the single dimensional. When it comes to multi-dimensional or two-dimensional, so what it will do is, like, it will divide the array in this format. So the outer is 0 and inner is also 0. Outer is still 0 but inner is 1, right? Now I came back to the outer loop. Outer is 1 and inner, because I again once I came back from the inner loop, I initialize this inner count as the 0, so inner will be the 0. Outer is 1 but inner becomes 1. So this is how it actually creates a matrix. So this way, I mean, I find a bit easier to understand. So this is how it is printing the multi-dimensional array. So if you will represent in the this matrix, the value is like the 1 and 2, and this is 3 2, and this is 3, right? It could be anything, but for now, to understanding purpose, this is how it. This is the end of this video. Please comment, like, share and subscribe for the more videos like this. I will see you in the next video with another interesting topic. Thank you for watching.